大家好, this is Kat. So today I want to talk about a cultural difference between China and the US, and this is about alcohol. So as far as I know, the drinking age in China is 18, but I've heard that you don't really get carded, like it's not really enforced very much at all. And like Sid told me that when he was little, his dad would like ask him to go buy alcohol for him and he could just go and buy it when he was little. Here in the US, the drinking age is 21 and you can't buy alcohol, you can't get into a bar or a club or anything like that unless you're 21. And if you are found breaking the rules, then you can get into a lot of trouble. So before we get into this, I'm not trying to like tell anybody what is the absolute right thing to do, wrong thing to do. I just kind of want to tell you the differences because I think it's kind of interesting, but I will tell you my personal opinion a little bit later. So a little bit of background information. So in 1920, the 18th Amendment to the Constitution banned the production, sale, and transport of alcohol. And they did this because there were certain groups that thought that drinking alcohol was immoral, that drunkenness was like really, really bad for public health. So yeah, they basically had alcohol illegal for 13 years and then they finally repealed it after 13 years because organized crime rates went way, way up, and this was supposed to reduce crime, but it was a miserable failure. I also want to add that this was the only constitutional amendment to ever be repealed so far in history. So after that, drinking ages varied by state, but in 1984, under President Ronald Reagan, the drinking age became 21 for the entire country because they wanted to reduce drunk driving. So now the laws are really strict. So like if you look under 30 years old, a lot of places will card you. If you try and buy alcohol with your friends, they are probably going to card all of you, and there's even some liquor stores where underage people are not even allowed to go inside. So there are a lot of people who are underage who will go and get fake IDs, which are illegal, so that they can go buy alcohol or get into a club. So I just want to remind you guys that in the US at 18, you are legally an adult. So that means that you can vote, you can join the army and go to war and die for your country. But you can't drink until you're 21. So, I don't know, that seems a little bit strange. Personally, I don't think that raising the drinking age actually helped the alcohol abuse situation in the US, because as we saw with prohibition, people are gonna find a way to do it no matter what. In fact, I think that this makes alcohol much more tempting for kids when they know that they can only drink it after they're 21. So I think a lot of kids will go drink way too much or drink to the point that they're gonna black out. And a lot of kids, when they turn 21, they will go crazy and they will drink so much they just black out and then they have no memory of what happened on their birthday. And that kind of sucks. It seems like in China, attitudes towards drinking alcohol are a lot less extreme and probably a lot safer in the big picture. So Sid was telling me about how in China there is like a certain etiquette and tradition that's attached to drinking alcohol, like poets, and they go to a beautiful landscape and they would see it and they would drink some alcohol and then they would write their poetry, and this comes from like very ancient times. For example, when we went to Sid's hometown village, so his relatives made their own alcohol and it's really special, and then this was passed down from ancient times, like they're sitting around the table and chatting while they're drinking, and I think that's really great. That's so much more cultured than just drink whatever alcohol that you can find just to get wasted. So of course everybody is different, and this is just my personal opinion and what I think is right for me, so I don't want to judge anybody too harshly. And I really want to know what your opinions are, so please leave comments on this video. I want to hear what you think. And thank you so much for watching. Please like our video and also please follow us. And I'll see you next time. Bye! 再见!